Hey everyone! Ready to dig into a bit of history? Always up for a good history deep dive. What's on the docket today?
Well, today's date got me thinking, it's October 3rd.
October 3rd. Aside from being National Techies Day, anything else ring a bell?
Exactly. It's not just another day on the calendar, right? It's a date that's seen some pretty major historical happenings. Big stuff that honestly still shapes our world today.
Okay, you've piqued my curiosity. What kind of big stuff are we talking about?
Well, I'm talking about revolutions, both political and technological, and even a bit of space exploration thrown in for good measure.
This is intriguing.
So, to kick things off, picture this. It's October 3rd, 1990. The world is glued to their TVs, watching the Berlin Wall come down, East and West Germany reuniting after decades.
A truly historic moment, marking the end of the Cold War and a whole lot of tension.
Exactly. But while everyone was focused on that very visible, very symbolic event, something else was brewing. Something that would ultimately have just as big an impact on our lives.
Okay, I'm hooked.
Yeah.
What were we missing amidst all the reunification excitement?
Well, on that very same day, October 3rd, 1990, a British scientist named Tim Berners-Lee was putting the finishing touches on a proposal. A proposal for something called the World Wide Web.
Hold on. Are we talking about the internet?
People use those terms interchangeably, but it's a little more nuanced than that.
Right, because the internet, that network of networks, it predates the World Wide Web.
Exactly. The internet, or at least its precursor, ARPANET, had been around for a while, mostly used by, academics and government agencies.
It was the Wild West of tech. But Berners-Lee's proposal, that was about creating order from that chaos.
Right. He envisioned a system, the World Wide Web, that would make information accessible to anyone, anywhere.
And that system he envisioned,
Hmm.
that was all about hyperlinks, URLs, and HTML. Basically, the building blocks of what we know as the internet today.
It's kind of mind-blowing when you think about it, right? This massive technological shift was taking shape at the very same time the world was focused on a crumbling wall.
And it's not just a coincidence of timing. The fall of the Berlin Wall actually played a role in accelerating the development of the web.
Oh, how so?
Think about it. East Germany, they'd been cut off from a lot of technological advancements, right? But with reunification, East German scientists and engineers,
Yeah.
they suddenly had access to all this new tech, new networks.
A whole new playground for their brains.
Exactly. And they were eager to contribute. In fact, some of the earliest internet infrastructure in Europe that was built with the help of East German computer scientists.
Wow. Talk about a ripple effect. It's amazing how seemingly unrelated events can be so interconnected.
History is full of surprises like that.
Yeah.
But October 3rd isn't just about the birth of the web. It's also a pretty significant date in space exploration.
Oh, right. Sputnik.
Got it. On October 3rd, 1957, the Soviet Union launched Sputnik 1, the world's first artificial satellite.
A metal ball, about the size of a beach ball, if I remember correctly. It's wild to think that something so small could have such a huge impact.
Right. It wasn't just a technological marvel.
Yeah.
Sputnik, it sparked fear, it ignited competition, and it essentially launched the space race between the U.S. and the Soviet Union.
Yeah, suddenly everyone was worried about what else might be up there orbiting above us. Talk about a wake-up call.
It definitely fueled a lot of paranoia, but it also spurred incredible innovation. We might not have landed on the moon if it weren't for Sputnik and the space race that it kicked off.
True. Okay, ready for one more historical tidbit?
Hit me with it.
Well, from the vastness of space, let's journey down to the microscopic level. The human genome.
The very blueprint of human life. What about it?
October 3rd, 1990. Remember that date?
Same day the World Wide Web was born.
The very same. It also marks a crucial moment in the Human Genome Project, that massive international effort to map out all the genes in human DNA.
Right. The project that took over a decade to complete and cost billions of dollars. Talk about ambitious.
Totally. But the implications, of course, were huge. It revolutionized our understanding of human biology, disease, and even personalized medicine.
It's like this. Imagine trying to understand a complex machine without knowing all of its parts. That was us, before the Human Genome Project.
We knew the machine worked, but we didn't have the instruction manual. And now, because of that endeavor, which got its official start, in a way, on October 3rd, we're well on our way to having that manual.
And just think about the future possibilities. The more we understand our own genetic makeup, the better equipped we are to treat diseases, develop new therapies, and even potentially enhance our own abilities.
It's incredible to think that one date, October 3rd, holds so much weight in history, right? The reunification of Germany, the birth of the World Wide Web, the launch of Sputnik, and the official go-ahead for the Human Genome Project.
It really makes you wonder what seemingly insignificant events are happening today that might be looked back on as turning points years from now.
What will future historians say about October 3rd, 2024?
I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
That's the beauty of history, isn't it? Always unfolding, always full of surprises. Thanks for joining me on this October 3rd deep dive. Until next time.